I guess I could start now. Whatever. It's not that important to, be exactly on time. When, you can be so close to being on time. So, last time we beat Ornstein and Smo. And we made it all the way down here to the Tomb of the Giants. And I think we'll be defeating Grave Lord Nito next. Alright, we're not gonna go over there. I gotta say, I cannot for the life of me defeat the, Whoa. I can't fight those guys for shit. Oh, notice that Sunday Maths has, snuck in to do a first, chat message. First chat message of the day. If you come here with, if you come here with humanity, you can, there's like an NPC invasion you can do here. But it doesn't matter. We're not here to do that. We are here for relaxing. Oh. I like how these skeletons just disintegrate on touch. Very crunchy. Very crunchy indeed. Has the schedule work? Hello, Thomas. Yeah, so far seems to be a lot better. Welcome to the stream. So this boss can be a bit difficult because of things like that, but especially because of the enemies. These guys over here. Because very much like the other enemies in the depths, they respawn. And the only way to really make them permanently not spawn is by using a holy weapon or an occult weapon. I stopped taking my Adderall because I couldn't find any kids to buy it from. It's a drought, apparently. Okay. During, like, I think, like, after COVID, there was certainly some kind of issue with the availability of some ADHD drugs, but... Okay, I'm dead. You know, here in Finland so far, the availability has been pretty good. I haven't had to, Remnant. Yeah, no, I do not purchase any illegitimate drugs, alright? Everything's from the drugstore, alright? Perfectly legally. But yeah, I have not been turned away at my local pharmacy because, oh, they ran out of a particular pill. So David Canada comes in with, what's going on, Nick, in chat? I'm doing good. I've been working on the slide presentation for hopefully tomorrow. I'd hate to delay it to next week, but perhaps that will be the... Who knows? You know, maybe that's necessary. Hope not. Certainly hope not. I've got like 30 screenshots that I need to like add censorship to. It's a little sort of minor curiosity, little slide presentation. Like I say in the title, one of the things I wanted to do with these live stream things is to, you know, instead of like making a fully edited video about something, I can put together a slide presentation, right? Which is that's basically what a commentary video is. Just showing one screenshot after the other, talking about it. And when you combine it with the element of, yeah, we're dead. When you combine it with the element of there being a chat that you're interacting with, you know, there's a certain, element of, it's very dynamic, you know? Ouch. Since Remnant is here, what are your thoughts on Anthony Cramolia, Nick? Really stupid. I wonder what the, because he said he would, do something about harmful opinions. I wonder what that's gonna be. You've been bullying me for years. What are you talking about, buddy? Imagine like silently seething about some other content creator for like years. I suppose one like possible weakness with harmful, or like something that Anthony can like maybe get some pull with, is by like pointing out like, oh, this guy's not very PC. Like that's probably the best thing. Probably the best thing he's got. Well, this guy says sus things, doesn't he? But you know, in terms of not looking like a total moron when it comes to his harmful opinions is bold. That is true. I seen him pulling up numbers like he was the boogeyman who made him quit. I mean, the really funny thing is like Anthony pulling up those like YouTube stats. It's like kind of silly because like a big part of that like massive amount of growth that he's like showing, I think that's the Mutahar engineer drama, which is like a flash in the pan kind of a situation. Because you had like really big creators like WestJet literally like boosting harmful when he was covering doing like every other day a new video about the situation. Every other day, I tell you. Ouch. There will be no dogs tools. Don't worry about that. I am not doing very well. Yeah, I mean, Harmful's like main platform is Twitch. Well, it used to be. I think he gets most of his viewership from YouTube nowadays. Oh shit! I need to use the humanity. Oh, he's already done. Yeah, so something you can notice with this game most definitely is that the quality after Ornstein and Smough does significantly fall off. When it comes to the different areas and things of that nature. Where shall we go next? I guess I'll go to the Chamber of the Princes. Oh wait, this is the wrong place. Daughter of Chaos, that's the one. I recall this one being a different kind of princess, but I guess I was wrong. Still got all those souls that I haven't used up. But this is where I want to go. Should I like fight the ceaseless discharge properly, or should I cheese him? Because in terms of hitboxes, that boss is that boss kind of sucks. You know, one big difference between this version and the original is that the ceaseless discharge is its tentacles used to shine in the original. In this one, they don't shine, they don't stand out. I remember when I came to this area originally, like for the first time, and I saw those in the background, like shining all red. I thought that was like horrifying, like, Jesus Christ, what is that thing? DJ Souls, morning to Cantros, good morning to you. It's 5 PM where I live. Dark Room, how you doing? Doing well. How about you? Welcome to the stream. I think I skipped Lastic Hats saying hello. Hello to you too. What is that bonus on the top left with the Demon Titanite on it? Is that the lantern or something else? Hello, Vetchcom. Welcome to the stream. Absolutely lovely to see y'all. Well, lovely to see you too, I guess. Alright, so the way we trigger this fight is by touching this Witch of Izalith, daughter of the Witch of Izalith. And that's how he starts to aggro. He rips out that thing out, and if we desire to cheese him, we simply run away. All the way back to the spawn point. Well, not the spawn point, but the bog gate. Because over here we have a tactic most fancy. Ceaseless Discharge is it jumps to try and come and get us, and we can just make it fall all the way down into that chasm. And that's how it's over. It honestly does really bother me. I should have installed that mod that that one guy was talking about, which is supposed to fix the shaders in this remaster. Because like it just doesn't look the same as it originally did. So many of the materials never hold hands. I clicked into the stream as the cinematic began. It was kind of Kino. Welcome to the stream. Have you fought the Demon Flamemancer? Is that a Dark Souls 3 thing? Because, otherwise, no, I have not. The icon you can't identify is using a matchmaking password, by the way. Oh, that's interesting, because I don't recall setting one up. But I guess I'll leave it. Wouldn't want to have some guy called, you know, insert TOS language here invade me. Oh, well, I mean, if it's any boss in the vanilla game, I have whatever it may be, I've most definitely at some point fought it. I did not recall that they gave it a name like that. Should be a pretty simple. I mean, it is a very... Yeah, isn't it called the Demon Fire Sage? So what's the one that you're talking about? The only thing that annoys me is the potential that I might have to take off my Chloranthy ring for the sake of the lava protection thing. At least we're getting rid of the most annoying Lord Soul boss in this game, which is, of course, the Bed of Chaos. I'm actually not quite sure if we'll have anything to... I don't think there's much content in this game anymore Unless we go for the DLC, which, you know, I'm not really in the mood for. Because we already basically have everything in terms of the Lord Souls. Ouch. I like to complain about the bed of chaos, but I never learned the firebomb cheese. Yeah, I mean, I hate it too, but I also don't, also have not been bothered ever to, learn what the actual skip for that is. Don't these guys die permanently? Have you tried any speedrun/speedrun adjacent playthroughs of a Souls game? I have not, no. I have done like a randomizer once, but I didn't play it all the way through. Alright, it seems like those demons did not respawn. Except for that one over there. Have I seen the Mathematosis reviews of the Souls games? I believe I've seen his 6-hour analysis video once. I watched through it. There's like a random like dragon music video thing, dragon head thing, somewhere in the middle. From what I can recall. Hope we can see a Bloodborne stream. I'd have to either set up an emulator or my PlayStation 4 to play it. Which I kind of would prefer not to. What's the last book you enjoyed reading? I'm not much of a book reader, so can't really say. I say not much when the answer is not really at all. Just don't care for it. I haven't listened to audiobooks, no. H-Bomber Guy made a response to Mathematosis back in the day about Dark Souls 2, and he omits part of Matthew's argument. I recall, like, Mathematosis, he showed a clip of him fighting the turtle enemies in Dark Souls 2, and for demonstration purposes, he showed, like, the back, sort of like the back attack. The way how, like, the enemy falls backwards on its back if you approach it from behind. And I recall H-Bomber Guy taking that clip out of context to make him, like, to say that, like, oh, Mathematosis is stupid, because he died like this. But it's like, that's not what the point of the clip is, bro. Like, it's interesting how he can, like, make, you know, well, I'm not sure if that video particularly strikes me as a good, but he can make, you know, some quality videos, like the plagiarism one. Hello, Super Player X. But then he will insert things into it that will completely undermine his, like, credibility, or significantly undermine his credibility. For example, in the plagiarism video, specifically. He does this like big thing about like how like, ooh, internet historian, oh, you got trolls remorse much? When it's like, bro, you used to run around with, you know, Mr. Metica. Used to run around with Mr. Metica, like, trolling random autistic children. And you've never taken any accountability for your main audience, has absolutely no idea about any of that. And you're out here being like, oh, trolls remorse much? You don't get to say that. When you've kind of gotten away with your own personal trolls remorse. Somebody made a brief clip compilation of like him dropping certain no-no words from his older times. It's kind of a crazy situation that it can be considered in any way like career impacting. That there's a clip out there of you saying a word or an offensive word. Even if it's like many years ago, we saw with the well, fortunately nothing like no one got fired. Fortunately nobody got fired over it, but with the Digital Circus you had the controversy with Michael Kovac laughing about the word like nega, like short for negative. I guess I oopsied it myself. And it's like, that's not even really a slur proper. It's like, yeah, it's like it was a super old clip that some people on Twitter were freaking out about. Gonzo, have I played Dark Souls 2? Yes, I have, and I think it sucks. H-Bomber Guy in his plagiarism video made a mild joke about Hassan not reacting to videos, and then Hassan's editor came out to say that he asked Hassan to make the joke. That's kind of pathetic. There's no, like, you can't publicly... How do you say something like that? How do you go through asking people permission to make a joke and then publicly, like, dare to say that? Oh yeah, that's what you did. That's embarrassing. What got you into Dark Souls again? I do, like, every once in a while, I play it. Because, as hard it is to believe, I do find it enjoyable. I'm so comfortable with it that, it's not really hard, but it's nice to be in the zone. Am I playing online? Yes, I am online, but apparently I've got some kind of password turned on. I don't recall ever putting a password on, but there it is. I mean, the thing about... Well, there's a difference between, like... You know, if you do a chair reaction... If you do, like, a chair reaction... It's not exactly the same thing as plagiarism. Because when you're doing plagiarism... you are taking credit for someone else's work. And when you're doing, if you're doing like a, you know, if you're doing a chair reaction, you're not really taking credit. It is obvious to people that you are watching someone else's video, unless you go out of your way to somehow disguise that. Which I don't believe Hassan does. If you argue the point that, like, it's a political thing for H-Bomber Guy, that also doesn't kind of make any sense, because that video, like, goes so heavily after James Somerton, who is like a, you know, a leftist, a fellow leftist, so... Well, actually, you didn't make a claim that it was a, like a political thing. So what the hell am I talking about? Did you know that appearing offline does not fucking stop it? I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, Astro John. I'm doing good. But like any creator of a sufficient size is going to be a is going to be playing some level of team sports. Oh, I see, I see. It's a Wings quote. But yeah, like every sufficiently large content creator will have like these kinds of like allies. Look here, look, listen. Hello, Jake Eats Bacon. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, like, in practice, everyone does some level of team sports. I haven't seen, you know, like, to his credit, when H-Bomber Guy saw, like, you know, I believe it was Patricia Taxon is like tweeting out things about like how they love Lolly now or something. H-Bomber Guy like began to distance himself from them, and when Taxon began to like push back or like, you know, began to make criticisms, they're like, oh, how dare you distance yourself from me? H-Bomber Guy tweeted out that like, yeah, you know, you should expect that to happen if you're tweeting out stuff about like how Lolly shouldn't be a problem. You're getting close to beating the game? Yes, I am. I think I'm the only one who never cared about the Boogie and Wings of Redemption stuff. They always seemed like shitheads to me. I mean, there's a couple of fun, like the lying about cancer arc, that was pretty funny. But otherwise, like, to me, the whole lolcow live thing is just like, just nothing. Very boring stuff. Haven't seen anything about that in a long time. H-Bomber Guy deleted his Blue Sky post and then liked post on Blue Sky shitting on that Taxon person. Yeah. So comparing the soy left to the soy right, which is a term that Shamu likes to use for people in this kind of Tectone, Naxtaku, Asmongold kind of zone. People who tend to cry when things don't go their way. You know, these people will sweep for just about anything. So, at least, you know, H-Bomber guy can have that. He did not go and defend. Who is H-Bomber? H-Bomber guy is like a leftist, some like socialist video essayist who's also made like gameplay, you know, analysis review videos. I would assume that Remnant, you would have some knowledge. You would have some knowledge about H-Bomber guy, like he's a pretty prevalent, leftist person. Like he did a long time ago, well, not a long time ago, during COVID, he did like this, some kind of like, I don't remember what exactly it was for. Some kind of charity live stream where he 100%ed Donkey Kong 64, and I believe he had like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez on stream at one point. That was pretty interesting. Finnish stream when? I can talk Finnish whenever, if people are asking me questions in Finnish. Oh yes, it was the Mermaids UK trans charity. Wasn't there something that came out about that? Being a little bit, you know... Being a little bit, What? Yeah, so what Never Hold Hands is saying is indeed correct. Every leftist wants to be H-Bomber guy. They want to get on that Patreon treasure trove. They want to get their fingies on that, get their fingies on, what was I saying? Yeah, the insane leftist video essay Patreon money. Lyhyt mielipide Asmongoldista. Tarjosi mulle duunia, mutta ei koskaan niin vastannut mulle. Vittu mikä kusipää. The Soyride tried to sabotage a charity event by Sega for St. Jude's because one of the members said mean things about Trump. Such snowflakes they are. Wasn't that also taken out of context? I believe. Something like that happened. I saw, I think it was Gibbs or somebody talk about that. They like cropped a tweet and there was some image there which was of relevance, but I don't remember what exactly the meaningful difference was. Bruh is just speaking English and then instantly just starts speaking a different language with no warning. Yeah? Problem? One day I'll do like I'll tease like this super long video essay, and it's actually all just in Finnish, and you have no choice but to read the subtitles. I'm certain that will have no negative impact on the video's viewership. Where is that guy? Where did the boss go? Remnant wanted to have a trigger warning for cultured people. Oh, there he is. Oh. Okay. So the boss just fell off the map. Well, that's fantastic, isn't it? He's gonna make us kill ourselves. Yeah, that's not the, that is not the speedrun method which I was looking for. Lol, as long as you don't speak Swedish chef to us. Oh, he died. Finally. How the fuck did that happen? I have no idea. I guess I just won. I did nothing and I win. Let's go. Yhtiö me kiittää. Aha. Ten out of 10 Nux video would watch again. Hello, is it do I call you Dunesi or do I call you Jamal? Which one is it? What up, chats? What up, Turtle? Welcome to the stream. Either works. Sure. Glad you liked it. Rob's Media's video about chibis getting brigaded hard. Oh yeah, like, do you remember when Diesel Patches made a video about, yo, where the member emojis at? I haven't added those yet. I should, at some point. For certain. You guys deserve to have some member benefits to, since you've, paid for that thing. At the moment, it's just like a little... It's a thing for you to, you know, show your support. What was I saying? Yes. Diesel Patches, like... He said something about Chibi, and then Chibi used some, like, old-ass thing from 2024, some, like, short clip to, like, imply, like, oh, you're a lolicon, actually. You're secretly a lolicon. And, like, I found on Twitter, I looked up the archive of what that video was, and it was, like, making fun of pedophiles for being turned on by, like, a weird moment in an anime. And there was like nothing to it. But Diesel's video about that, and he linked my tweet in the description. That was cool. That video got like mass flagged for child safety by Chibi Reviews' audience. That's how you can take down, like, what these people, these degenerates have learned, is you can take down any video from YouTube if you sufficiently spam it with child safety reports. It's utterly insane. Like, that needs to be fixed at some point. It cannot be a thing that the system can be exploited in this manner to silence critiques, criticism of things like this. It's just like so crazy, like the kind of stuff that Nux put out there, the kind of stuff that you know, Tankfish put out there, that doesn't get moderated. But this kind of shit does, and it's like, what the fuck? Chibi's a pathological liar. It's crazy how many passes he gets from his dumb audience. I mean, how many crowdfundings has he done now? Do people, like, does he actually bleed audience members when he does these crowdfundings and he doesn't actually do what he claimed he will do with the money? It's been like a whole month since he raised, like, what, 14 grand, 10 grand to move, because he was being hunted down by the Kiwi Farms, and they were sending teens and black guys to his house. I think that's called fraud. Yeah, it certainly is. The thing that kind of sucks about legislation in Finland is that you're not allowed to do crowdfunding campaigns, I don't think. How frustrated does the Bed of Chaos make me? Yeah, but as you said, we will see. It's possible I beat it on the first try, So... But you never know. Did you show up... Did I show up as the black guy? I did not. What is insane about that is how they can report that video for child safety but not realize that if they deem that is worthy of reporting, Chibi is more than worthy of a millionfold. Well, I mean, the thing is, right, that they don't think that it's worth reporting. It's a total bad faith exploitation of the system. I don't remember why I brought up the crowdfunding campaigns are like I think illegal in Finland. If you don't provide some kind of benefit to the person who's like giving you money, there's laws against like running like money collections, but I don't recall what point I was trying to make. I guess I was gonna say that you know, like, in my country, I wouldn't even be legally able to do a crowdfunding campaign. And this guy scammed his audience of like 2 billion different things by now. Oh. This is embarrassing. When Chibi took down the first Give, Send, Go, he left a message saying that he will keep the money for him and his family's personal expenses. So you're saying you would do crowdfunding if it was legal? No, I'm just saying that, you know. Actually, I'm not quite sure what I was saying. I guess that, you know, I wouldn't even have the opportunity to do that, I guess. It's like Frogan and her legal fund, even though she defaulted in her suit. Yeah. Is there like, has there been any word out on like what exactly the consequence of the defaulting is gonna be for her? Is she like, are they gonna make her like give back all the Ozempic and they're gonna reverse all the weight loss. There we go. That's how easy that was supposed to be, by the way. I'm not sure what my point was, but it don't matter. Yeah, like, bankruptcy seems to be the best option for Frogan. I sure wonder how it's gonna look for Ethan to sue somebody into bankruptcy. I guess the defense is gonna be that oh, she sue someone to bankruptcy over a YouTube reaction video, or like reacting on live stream to a video. Because like Ethan could at any point in time stop that process. It was so crazy with the Caseytron shit. Like, listen, I don't like any of these people, but when he's saying like, oh, it was such a good idea for her to settle since she's got all these codependents, and it's like, you're the one that put her in that situation, buddy. I'm just really glad that it's becoming a more mainstream view in commentary that this went too far. Like, if you don't have, like, just if you want to sue the guy that did the fake, like the false CPS call, that's totally fine. Go ahead. Because like that person escalated into like this kind of legal, you know, real life stuff. So, you know, whatever extent of the law you can like punish that guy, go ahead. But if you don't actually know who it is, you can't just like point your finger at whoever you like when it's, especially when it's conveniently people that are like, you know, the orbiters of like your biggest, you know, enemy. That being a Sampiker. Oh! Ow. Hey guys. It's a bit of chaos, first time attempt run. I'm glad that we got through this bullshit in one go this time, instead of several. I gotta say, I do like the concept of a boss where you don't, you know, the only time you impact the health bar is when you like take a slice at some like tiny little weak bug within like a big fortress like this. That is cool, but yeah, I think we got all the Lord Souls. Yeah. I liked the lawsuits initially because I disliked the normalized culture of React content slot mills. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, why didn't Ethan, like, sue XQC then? Or sue Hassan more directly? Like, if you want to establish precedent, shouldn't it be, like, in a situation where both sides have, like, fought with like good, you know, somewhat, you know, equal legal defenses to determine what the precedent is for what's considered fair use in a live stream reaction. I'm very, I haven't checked. I haven't checked if the, mitä kuuluu, Nick? Hyvä kuuluu. Tervetuloa Megamanoi. Do you think Ethan was baiting Hassan to react to the nuke so you can sue him for copyright infringement? I doubt it. I don't know what the timeline is. Someone pointed out in the chat that Hassan hadn't reacted to it at the time when the first lawsuit was served. So, I don't know. The timeline is the key to understanding any drama. And that's why it's such a shame how rarely the timeline is made such a close focus. Or like, timelines are not, I feel like timelines are often not given enough attention to in commentary videos. Let me see what's happening in the chat. Are you not doing DLC? I really don't like the DLC. Yeah, I think the Kilo video does a good job with the timelining of things. And, like, similar to like the Shamu Tectone video, where he like points out the timeline of how Tectone basically groomed Legal Mindset into like this little defense goblin who's gonna be ready to go. ready to go for like defending him once the protection order thing decision comes down. Morning, Chungus. Hello, Sunday Math. I noticed you earlier. Noticed earlier that you left the you stole the first live chat comment. Totally. Please do DLC. I just really hate. I hate Manus, and I hate basically all the bosses in the DLC and all the areas. They just kind of suck. I guess I'll just play like the new game plus a little bit. If I beat Quinn super early. Oh, holy shit. Let me see. Oh, I completely missed Bungless's message. Remnant. Remnant, you already know that I don't like that game. Just the interface just sucks so much. And the game feels like work to me. I don't know. It activates the wrong areas of my brain. Man, I totally missed out on the chat message that Bungless said, but I think at least. I think the Shamu video is one of the reasons why Tecto nuked his streams and videos. That's possible. It's possible. Bungless Among Us. Ow. Okay. Bruh. My skills in Mecha Chameleon are not very good anyway, so... I don't know what you're talking about, Remnant. I'd like to point out... I'd like to point out that, like, Remnant put out a video about, like, Christian furries. And at the end of the video, he puts on, like, some gameplay from us playing, like, Kletka, which is this, it's this friend slot game with, Russian aesthetics. Remnant's, like, talking about, like, ooh, I've got some furry friends. And, it's, conspicuously during a time when, the gameplay has, like, me, like, dead center on the screen for, like, a significant period of time. So that was very interesting. I think someone asked if I've ever been offered voice work. I think I have, I think I previously said that it was, am I a furry? No. In terms of if I've been offered voice work, the answer is, yes. And, the one time that I did, I refused. Wasn't really happy with the kind of channel. Wasn't happy with the kind of channel that was making that, that I was supposed to like, do a thing for. Gotta get a thingy to eat? I'll have you blasting on the television. It's alright then. It was a chance at the end. I always do gameplay and it was a funny bear trap moment. Alright. Yeah, you keep telling yourself that. You think a clip just happens to fall like that? I don't have the energy to imitate the Better Call Saul scene. Ouch. Dude. My muscle memory for parrying the battle axe, not looking too good. Yeah, that, don't worry, utterly Noah talked about how you weren't a furry, so we all already know. Dude, that is such a... dude, like, like fucking... There was some fucking, like, stream clip that I saw of Utterly Noah saying, like, oh, yeah, Nicandros is cool with me now. Nicandros really helped with this video. You know, oh, it's so funny how everyone always says that I'm a furry. They do that to Nicandros too, and he's not a furry, he's just got an avatar. When there's a million mentions from this guy on his Discord talking about how he's a furry. Talking about being a furry. And on his fucking Twitch, there's like some kind of like LGBT furry, whatever, support badge on it. So it's like, no, you are a furry creator. And when you say shit like that, you're you're fucking, you know, you're dragging me down as well. Don't do that. That's mean. So this is a, this is an actual speedrunner technique. You walk behind Gwyn, and you take an Estus. Why do people hate furries again? Because it's a very, like, sexual subculture, and they are very disingenuous about it. I mean, that's the reason why Remnant takes issue with Christian furries. It's kind of like imagine calling yourself like a BDSM Christian. Uh-oh, Queen's dead. I guess for our first ending we can grab the Leaking the Fire ending. I'll take this cutscene and, you know, possibly if I use this live stream as a B-roll in a future video, it'll be nice to have. It's hard to believe there's any more material on this crusty fella's body to burn. The best part about the Utterly Noah copyright strike saga is how he pretended that he had nothing to do with it, but 2 weeks ago from the incident he was advocating for artists to strike videos. Yeah. I mean, like, thing with, like, Noah is, like, there is just so much insane, utterly insane, like, lizard behavior that guy's doing. It's like, indeed. It's just completely unnecessary. Brands the undead. Like, was it ever necessary for him to lie so much? Yeah. Utterly insane, yes, yes. Like, why? The undead. There's a lot of comedians in chat saying the same joke over and over again. My little sister knew kids in her school who were furries. Are you sure that they are furries or Therians? Because those are two different things. And a lot of a lot of people they mistake the two. Is your fate. I recall hearing, like, from some guy who was apparently a teacher in, like, Portugal that they had to, like, entertain some, like, girl, some, like, students okay, Remnant. Shut the fuck. They had to, like, entertain some students, like, thing about pretending to be a cat. Like, he wasn't allowed to, like, say, like, you know, quit your bullshit. Supposed to, like, he was supposed to, like, respect their, like, respect their dumb bullshit about, addressing them by saying meow. If they wanted to, if they wanted her to, respond. But no, contrary to a very understandable belief that many... A very understandable assumption that many make about my silly avatar. I am not a furry. I got nothing to do with the community, and I don't want anything to do with the community. In fact, my avatar is supposed to be more anime-styled rather than a furry art style. Addressing them by calling them a toxoplasmosis-riddled flea bag. I saw Harmful Opinion stream in which he was watching a South American content creator who was a furry and a teacher, who was fired multiple times for furry-related shit like barking at a student. Come on, there's no way that's, like, real. Come on now. Come on. It's real, bro. Alright, I believe you.
Regrettably, in that one, now I go.
Yeah, it's pretty weird stuff. I guess that happens when you let people do whatever they want. But how does this impact you? There we go. Nice little safety nook. Yeah, it was kind of unceremonious, but I did beat the game just a few minutes ago. But yeah, let's just keep playing. Maybe I'll manage to beat it again. Who knows?
In the ancient
Let me get some water.
it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Whoa. The land of the ancient lords? What's the name? What should the name be? Lord Ran. Wow. You should do a Dark Souls 2 stream and talk about how much it sucks every second of it. Would that be stream content? I guess, maybe. Maybe it would be. Nicandro's taken by Burb. I was indeed. Nah, bruh. Dark Souls 2 is the best one. It is not the best one. No siree. Sorry, darling, you are simply incorrect. Hello, Mrao. Do you like Dark Souls 2? No, I do not. I think it fucking stinks. This game fucking stinks, mate. Damn, John. Beat Elden Ring 8 times. Damn. I could barely fucking beat it once. I'm like, fuck this. I feel like, it's either the game forces you into, into cheesing it to have like any amount of fun, or it's like super hard for no reason because of like the bullshit attack timing. The weird thing about like Dark Souls 2 is that it takes so long to find like a good weapon, a good sword, and a good shield. From what I can recall. They also nerfed all like the parry timings and shit, so I can't do the things that I do with this game. Is there an entertaining VTuber that isn't fat, morally reprehensible, or both? I do not know. They are, that's something they are still trying to look for. I should open up a window, it's getting very, very hot in here. Excuse me for a second. Alright, I'm back. Yo, you should get like a VTuber avatar model with your, VTuber model with your avatar and using it on stream. I don't think I will. They cost a lot of money. It seems like it's humid everywhere today. Hello, Chronic. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it is summer. Nicandros as a VTubing bear would have me hitting the unsub button so quick, not gonna lie. I saw some speculation about how long it's gonna take for me to transition now that I've started streaming. I have no idea what that, what basis, that's coming from, but, if I did get a VTuber avatar, that would definitely be a big step forward in that direction, so no thank you, I have no such desire. Super Player Rex, it's raining outside where I live and it's still really warm. You wanna be careful, when you talk about, when it's raining, because, it ain't raining everywhere in your country. Transition into VTubing, right? No. It's, that one kind of, transitioning. Kicking the Swede, good afternoon, Nick. Good afternoon to you too. Welcome to the stream. By the way, if you guys want to boost the stream, you can like it. That would be cool. Helps with the algo and all that stuff. But of course, that is entirely optional. How about a wiggler? I mean, Hellbent's the one who does all the wigglers. She hasn't made a wiggler for me, but for these particular live streams, I'd really greatly prefer to do the do them without any interface elements, so that I can recycle this video footage as B-roll, perhaps in some other projects. Hellbent's wigglers are mid-A as fuck. Well, most of the wigglers that are out there are Hellbents. I have no idea if that message went through, but it was funny. I did not see it go through. She's a talented pixel artist, but her wigglers. Don't really see what's wrong with her wigglers. I think they're fine. They are serviceable. I was playing modded Half-Life 2 just now. Figured out how to get a custom HUD running on the vanilla game with unedited game DLLs. All right. The one of the problems I had with Half-Life 2 is when I used to have a 4K monitor, is that the interface wouldn't scale properly, but they fixed that with the, I think, the 20th century update. That was pretty 20th anniversary update. That was pretty cool. Oh, the message was just pointing out that a shorthand of Nicandro's Wiggler would obviously be called something else. Well, if the Queeman Wiggler is called the Quiggler, then the Nicandro's Wiggler would be called the... Let me buy that key. Oh, Jesus Christ. The Nagler. That's possible. I forgot to purchase a key from this fella. Guess I'll get the repair box and the bottomless pit inventory as well. It's kind of a shame they never patched the Half-Life 1 source to function properly. I enjoyed the When I was younger, I enjoyed the ragdolls in that game. See you later, Sunday Math. Thanks for stopping by. Ouch. Let's go over here and claim the resin. You rolling at boxes makes me think of the meme, my dog the moment I leave for work. Oh, you never played Dark Souls 2 or 3, John? I think, while I still don't like Dark Souls 3, I think it's much better than Dark Souls 2. So that's something. Do I have a favorite game? Well, of the Dark Souls series, I just like Dark Souls 1. That would be my favorite. I think my favorite game overall would have to be GTA San Andreas. I don't know why, but something about it just hits the spot. Watching you play this is very relaxing. Hey, someone finally understands the relaxation appeal. We tried to play Dark Souls 3, but only played it for an hour. Didn't like it that much. Yeah, it's understandable. You prefer GTA 4 over San Andreas? I guess that's like a generational thing. I really don't like GTA 4 because, well, it's a lot of, I mean, there's a lot of, like, technical compatibility issues with, GTA 4 as well, or with, GTA San Andreas, but those can be patched with mods. But with... Did I say GTA San Andreas or GTA 4? So, to me, like, I have issues with GTA 4. And, it just, it feels like very, like, sluggish, kind of, the movement and everything. Oh, thank you for the 2. Just Your Nightmare. Keepsfield, what is that? Ei ollut Esaria K-Cupissa varmaan 3 viikkoa, mega vierotusoiteet. Jos sillä on kofeiini, niin on sellainen vaikutus. You get the relaxation too? I'm under a huge blanket, barely awake, cozy as fuck. That sounds really nice. I do not know what the fuck Keepsfield is. Well, I enjoy the more modern controls of GTA 4, and the ragdolls are also... The ragdoll technology is very fantastic stuff. I just like GTA San Andreas a lot better. It's got more soul, okay? Nightmare, I don't know what the hell Keepsfield is, okay? Like, this bit is not gonna... It's not going anywhere if you don't provide some information. San Andreas has a vibe to it. It does indeed. It does indeed. It is always so lovely to... Oh, Kingsfield. Okay. I see, I see. It's always very lovely. Every once in a while, I think once per year, I play San Andreas 100%. The last time I tried to do it, I accidentally wiped out the save file that I was like doing the 100% run on. It was very, very unfortunate, very unsatisfying. Very unsatisfying to have such a tragic thing happen. I might end up playing... Might actually end up playing GTA San Andreas for a gaming stream. it's just something about it. Just all the songs, the way the world just looks. It's just excellent. Just nice. Just very nice, very excellent. Does does YouTube, like if I'm playing like the copyrighted music, do I get like screwed up by the system, or can I just like be demonetized? Have I ever played the Red Dead series? Yeah, I've played the first one and second one. I haven't beaten either of them, unfortunately. Here's the Drake sword, by the way. Something they'll tell. It used to be like a thing that they would guide new players to on the internet to get the Drake sword. Because it does 200 damage, but it's got absolutely no scaling attributes, and it's just it sucks. You will get demonetized because the record. I mean, I don't mind if the live stream gets like demonetized. That's fine. I would just like to be able to play the game without having to mute the music. If I can do that, that's totally fine. But you know, if I get like a DMCA, like audio mute or something like that, then you know. But like I see so many streamers, they like play, they play like licensed music at the start of their like live streams. So clearly there mustn't be like some heavy like thing that's blocking it. How do I think GTA 6 is gonna go? I mean, so far it seems to be going about the same as GTA 5. I think on Twitch.tv they do like a VOD mute if you have if you got music playing. But on I believe on YouTube it simply claims it, and you can like have it, you can like press a button and it will either mute or scrub those segments of the live stream. But I don't mind if the stream gets demonetized. Don't care about that really. Yeah, so like I think YouTube has like certain like record label deals where the music, different songs have been licensed to YouTube, so they can like have the videos up, but they're not gonna monetize you. But yeah, if it's just stream demonetization and I can just play GTA San Andreas with the music turned up, that would be absolutely fantastic. Can we copy strike PewDiePie? I don't think he's used anything of our any of our content so far. Are you gonna do a speed run to Hot Coffee? I don't think I can play that on YouTube.
Don't get your snipe.
Call me crazy, but I prefer GTA 3 over San Andreas. I just love the open-ended mission design where you get multiple out-of-the-box solutions for your objectives. I gotta say, GTA 3 has insane atmosphere. Like, something about like the very echoey, like the reverby audio of the Liberty City, like something about it just like crazy. Just feels crazy. Just feels utterly nuts. But I'm not all that happy with the gameplay so much. But you know, it was the first 3D GTA, and you know, given everything, they did a really good job. They did a really good job. All things considered. Utterly Nuts. Sounds like a good channel name. That might be one of the Utterly Noah rebrands, to be honest. Thoughts on Bloodborne? Of the different Soulsborne games that I don't like, it's probably the one that I like the most. GTA 3 engineer. Okay. Calling me replacing words with engineer, or like adding engineer to different things, it's not gonna... At least I hope it's not gonna last as a joke on the channel. The current rebrand is Noah Divergence. It's really epic. Have you come across anything you can publicly talk about or publicly mention about that Jeff PR guy? The engineer thing is my thing. Yeah, Noah Divergence is the new Utterly Noah rebrand. There needs to be an A-log channel called Noah Typical. Anything can be mentioned publicly now. Jeff Piat is a lolicon freak. Did that fucking Newgrounds account with the even when clothed. You just cannot suppress the desire to experiment with her slit. That is such an insane thing to say. What the fuck, dude? I sent Toastify like a message saying like, damn, bro's nuts quaked so hard that he began doing quantum physics experiments, and I sent him a picture, a diagram of like the double slit experiment. So basically, Jeff Piat is this like weird guy that apparently he paid for a room at a convention for Noah, a hotel room, and he's been like defending Noah. I'm not super familiar with this, but when people began looking into his background, like he uses the Jeff Piat name everywhere, every website. And he's like writing these reviews on Newgrounds for like different like porn images and porn games under his like own name, which is insane. I hope I don't need to explain why. It's utterly nutty. Ow, jeez. Ouch. Dude Jeff has been replying on Twitter to any post making fun of him with replying to the lolicon he posted in Noah's server. Insane. So, like, he replies to people making fun of him with the stuff that he posted to the server. That's pretty crazy. Didn't he like deny being a lolicon? Like, why would you perpetuate that material? It's not really making things better for him. I liked the I liked his like, he set his Twitter to private, but like, yeah, so like the thing about Reddit is that even if you delete your account on Reddit, Reddit is fully archived by multiple websites. Multiple different services have like full archives of Reddit. And it's oh shit, I was under the spell of that night guy. Didn't notice. Even if you delete your account, it's gonna be in the archives. And Jeff Piat's account was banned sometime in like April of this year. And they were very active in like Honey Select, which is like an eroge. And like anime figurines, like Reddits, where they're like chatting about like they're a massive fan of Sailor Moon, which is like a very classic, you know. There's something going on if you like Sailor Moon. Like that's the classic joke. Yes, yes. Big fan of Hyperdimension Neptunia. They be posting the top Nep meme images on the internets. Ouch, Jesus Christ. Whatever. Guess I'll run to the butterfly. It doesn't matter. I think I was in one of the earlier streams I was mentioning about how like in a lot of fiction I run into words which are coincidentally also Finnish words. And the loading screen just now, it showed Velka's rapier, and the word Velka is in Finnish means debt, which is interesting. You know, Jeff Pia was debating Wargaming Dad on stream about his posts on Discord, lol. What were they saying? I haven't looked into haven't like paid attention much. Too much of anything, but what does that guy sound like? Because I assume he's like he must be like 30 or like 40 years old. Some kind of like turbo autist. Am I about correct? Wargaming Dad is like a small streamer, commentary streamer. Ah! He sounds nasally like Zach from Smiling Friends. That's potentially really funny or really bad. Another 8-hour Moonlight Butterfly fight? Possibly. Depends on how long it's gonna take for this thing to Land. There it is. You haven't watched Smiling Friends? I think you'll be in for a treat, because there's like, they are like 10 minutes. Every episode is 10 minutes. They're very brief, and there's like 30 of them. So, it's a very neat, very nice package, if you've never seen literally any of it. Very nice package. Very fun, enjoyable content. I hate that we describe all media with that word nowadays, but you know. It's the spirit of the age. Ain't you supposed to use ranged weapons for this fight? I ain't got ranged weapons, so I just wait. Okay, just your nightmare, you fucker. You can't be doing that, come on. What the Whoa, buddy. Why doesn't the fucking, like... Why does the, I thought it would only shoot it right directly, He said the F slur? Did I say the F slur? I don't think so. I thought I said something like, the F word. What is the F slur? F-A-G-G-O. I think you can complete the rest. Oh fuck, the YouTube, you know, content moderation stuff, I think it can read that. Put it together. I mean, you can say that on YouTube. You can say that in a video, but it's just gonna be demonetized. You can say slurs on YouTube. You just can't use them in a hateful context. Okay, no more blast. Ouch. Ouch. I gotta say, I can't believe the Tectone survived, you know, the vicious attack from Hassan Piker and the trans people. Hassan and the trans, the classic duo. Yeah, I'm not risking the, I thought Tectone is gay for trans guys. I think he's I think he's just gay for guys. He might just be gay. Oh yeah, like Tectone has publicly stated that he's watched every single Plasukas video because he's that absolutely mentally deranged and bothered by anything anyone ever says about him. Like, you can go live on YouTube on a channel with like no views, put out a video called Biggest Tectone Expose Ever, and he will watch it. He will have someone watch it. He will invite all of his friends over to watch the video, before even checking what it is. And if it's like, you know, if you replace it with some shit video of like paint drying for 10 hours, he's gonna be watching that with all of his friends. He's gonna make him watch it with them. They're gonna laugh at your epic 10-hour video. Tectone does strike me as a raging something or other. Well, I wouldn't say raging, I'd say closeted. What friends? Apparently, like, one of his friends that lives with him is a guy that he literally pays money to be his friend, which is, kind of sad. It's about avoiding, comments about protected classes, okay? Specifically. I've seen some criticisms about my videos being like, oh, I can't take you seriously because you censor the word pedophile sometimes. Or you censor certain terms, but it's like, I wanna make money from this. I'm sorry, but I have no other option. If you're not happy with that, you can tell YouTube that, or if you can make advertisers accept people saying the insane shit that I would, you know, vocalize in my videos if I said everything. If I talked about every concept in a way that you usually do in normal language, then I would do that happily. But unfortunately, I am constrained by certain external factors, such as the rules of the platform. And yes, while I do circumvent the systems, it is possible that, while it is true that I circumvent the systems, it's one thing to do it, for the reason I'm doing it, and another thing to do it so you can show what I call typically adult content on YouTube. Could you release members-only videos uncensored, or does it leak into the rest of your channel? I could make like a Patreon that has like uncensored versions, I guess. I guess that's an option. But then I'd have to make a Patreon account. I like how Tectone says that his critics are schizos who lie about him, but he never goes into specifics, and also speaks in generalities. Well, he did have recently, he got a small little excuse to play victim about the drama with me, saying like, oh, apparently these people are doxing all of my like fans on Twitter. Like, no, that never happened. And also, how incredibly hypocritical for Tectone to make a big deal about doxing when he literally conspired with Legal Mindset and TBYS to, you know, dox Pink's full name and address. Like, you have literally nothing. And he's also bragged about, like, he's bragged about, like, ooh, I know this guy who's, like, big into, like, cybersecurity, and he can, like, dox anybody. And then they delete their account. Ha 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 ha. I like how he says he doesn't, he says he's not a schizo, he just got stabbed in the eye, which doesn't explain the voices he hears. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's incredible how much these people, like, the kind of person that this kind of explanation works on, I don't think they even care in the first place about you being a terrible person. Clearly the reason they watch your content is because of some other kind of thing. Secton will say that he can't control Legal Mindset is doing in regards to the pink docs. Well, where do you think Legal Mindset got the legal papers from? Where do you think Legal Mindset got the fucking... the polygraph test from? It's Secton, obviously. Don't want to throw you off topic, but what is tomorrow's presentation about? It's about a certain... There was some really freaky stuff happening on the Naxtaku Discord that I have not had any time to like cover, but I do feel like it's worth pointing out because it's really silly, it's really insane, and very, very bizarre. I've never seen anything like this happening on a Discord channel or a Discord server of any like YouTuber. They got some freaky stuff going on there. They had some really freaky stuff going on there. If you check out Harmful's coverage of the Nux Discord stuff, he briefly mentions that at some point in time on the Discord, they had to make a rule against people posting nudes of themselves because it was becoming a problem. And that is what tomorrow's presentation will be about. So Turtle is asking in Finnish if I've thought about establishing a Discord server. I don't think there's much utility in that at the moment. I would hate to get stuck in a situation where I've I would hate to oh, sorry. Thing lagged. I would hate to get into a situation where I'm hanging out with people in like my own Discord channel, VC, instead of like working on my shit. That's what I'm afraid of happening. So, you know, I'd prefer that not to go down. Nux recently released a video about getting demonetized on all his channels. It was a lot of US flags, so I paid attention. So how recently was that? Because I'm not doing the DLC. I beat the game already. We're on new game +1. Sorry to disappoint. What was I saying? God, I totally got thrown off. Oh yes, the demonetization stuff. So, like, there was some months previously when Nux said that he was yeah. How recent was the announcement that he was demonetized across all his channels? Because Nux did like a month or two ago have a thing where he was demonetized briefly for like a week or two, but he was then, you know, remonetized, so it didn't exactly last for long. But it's kind of funny that my video pushed him off like Kick, like, oh, announcement today, okay, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Because it's very fascinating how, like, he basically abandoned Kick streaming after my video came out. I guess he got sick and tired of people asking about it in chat. So he switched into only doing, only like recording the Segis offline. And now he's also been like demonetized on his channels as well. Does he still have memberships? Because if he's got memberships enabled, if the join button is visible on his channels, then that means that it's not like a full-on demonetization. Do I still have spies in his pre-court server? In his Patreon Discord server? Yeah. Nothing's happening there. It's totally dead. If it wasn't dead before, it certainly is now. Like, the activity on it, it's been dead for like, you know, since 2022, when the public Discord server came out. Sorry, I didn't create, Black X Yamato Live? God, some of these names are really difficult to parse, okay? Hello also to Ricky Picture. Welcome to the stream. But if someone could check, because if you don't see the join button anymore, then that is a much more severe form of demonetization than a normal, just, you know, a glitch in the system. Naxanor is monetized apparently. It's not there anymore, the join button. Like the membership button. Because if it's not, then that is a more serious, much more serious demonetization than the previous. Okay, multiple reports saying Nux has been demonetized across all of his channels. Well, that means that, well, he's basically been, you know... Alright then. Yeah, well, that's the end of... Yeah, okay, even Bangladesh is saying, yeah. Yeah, that's the end of that. Nuxtaku, YouTube career, kind of done for. It's possible. It is possible. People are saying that, like, people have been saying that he recently moved to Israel. I haven't been paying attention to that kind of thing. I thought that he lived in the United States. I had reason to believe that was the case. But if he's moved to Israel, it's possible the demonetization is related. Okay, hold on. Acute Cat, please do not, you know specific details about anyone where people live, please. Especially Nux, okay? Just in case, you know, like, you know, saying, you know, he was in Florida at one point. Okay, that's fine. But, like, you know, don't, you know, nothing more specific. Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, the interesting thing is going to be is, like, does he, like, is he going to continue making content now? Or is he going to, is he gonna, how should I say this? Because if he continues making content after being demonetized, then it's possible that he's got some other source of funding. He will just make a new channel. Is that possible? Can he just make a new channel and start over? That would be interesting to see Nuxtaku, Nuxtaku, like, with a channel that's got less subs than mine. Any new info on Nux? I just joined. We're talking about Nuxtaku announcing that he's been demonetized across all of his channels. And people are telling me, I'm just playing Dark Souls here, people are telling me that there is no... Okay, listen, Super Player X, even as a joke, please let's not do that, okay? Like, that's, like, look, it's fine this one time, but let's not joke about knowing where people live or saying where people live. It would be funny if he used a peanut avatar if he makes a new channel. He's gonna be the faithful sheriff. Except a more Jewish version. I don't know why I went to, you know, fight Sif, but, you know, I guess that happens. Can I drop my address? I'm lonely. Please don't do that. Please keep in mind, gentlemen, that everything you type into the chat is part of your permanent record, and can be connected to your real life identity. So don't say anything that you wouldn't regret saying in 10 years about that. I think that's a good PSA to put out there. Ouch. There's a lot of heat from a community that will use any jokes as justification for a lot of things too. That is also true. There is a spectre haunting the commentary scene. You were playing the DLC? I am not playing the DLC. I'm just playing the normal game. This is New Game Plus. I'm kind of tempted to just pull up the announcement that Naxtaku's been demonetized. Like, I don't support, like, you know... I mean, there's like a line, right? Yeah, this is base game area. Supporting someone being completely taken down and being, like, banned and stuff like that. Well, the problem with doing it is that I have to, like, set up, like, a browser and stuff. A stream-only browser. And I might have to, like, log into, like, YouTube and shit, which I'm not sure if I can, I mean, I could, you know, go into, like, the pause state. Go into, like, the pause state and, opening up, like, a Brave browser window with, that's not logged in, and then just watch the watching that there the Nux announcement. I'll DM it to you in case you care to pull it up later. Oh, that would be really nice. Thank you, Banglas. I would appreciate that. But yeah, I might look at that later. But considering how much money he's made from YouTube, doing the stuff that he's done, I think he's earned enough money from YouTube for a lifetime. I think, I mean, the guy's rich enough to live from savings for the rest of his life, so, you know. If anything, this is just a, you know, just a slap on the wrist. But, because the thing is that there was a temporary, like, scare for him, like, a month ago, where he was temporarily demonetized. I'm just, like, looking at my... Okay. Wait. It's just... Is the video literally called, like, Coming Clean on the Naxtaku, like, main channel? Is that actually the video where he talks about the demonetization? Because if so, then that's crazy. He's always got the clickbait. Always got the clickbait on point. Listen, let me go to the Andre of Astora bonfire, and then I'll go to like a pause screen, and I'll figure out how to like set up a browser view for us. I'll have to jiggle some keys and stuff. Okay, listen, cute cat. Okay, listen. The protected class comments. All right, let's speak. Let's relax. Nothing against jokes, but YouTube systems might not take kindly to your message. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Let Andre's hammer sounds come through. I love that sound in the background. Unfortunately, Dark Souls Remastered does not, it doesn't have like defocus audio. So if I defocus the video, or the video game, you can't hear the sounds. So that's unfortunate. A rather unfortunate thing. But yes, we'll be doing our first commentary content on the channel in like 1 or 2 minutes. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that oh so exciting? YouTube's a video hosting platform, or at least it used to be that once upon a time. People tend to forget that. Now it's treated like a social media platform with strict rules and the like. I mean, that's kind of a good thing. Creators like Nuxtaku are one of the reasons why. Most certainly you shouldn't be allowing stuff like that to happen without consequences. But yes, I'm gonna go into a, what's this? There we go, that's, yeah, that'll work. You guys gonna... Yeah, you still hear me. Alright, let me, Alt-tab out of this thing. Let's start up, a new browser instance. Let's switch the profile over to a stream browser without anything weird installed on it. Let's see about that link from Bangladesh. Thank you. Okay, is there gonna be like Alright, hold on a second. Let me turn on the studio mode, then go to the main scene. Yep, that works. We'll turn off the game capture, right? Turn on window capture. Turn on the coming clean scene. Let's put that into, do I have my own Discord? No, not at the moment. So I'm just like, scanning with my eyes to make sure there's nothing on the screen that's gonna dox me. Alright. So, transition, click. Boom. You guys seen this? This is the Nux stream thing. What is this, what is the voice channel that's coming through? Okay, it's playback number 2. Alright, Nuxtaku, American flag jump scare. Do I need to like set a... fuck it, I don't care about the changing the stream title. Yeah, so it's the US flag is a very nice touch.
So I'm not going to do like a whole long drawn out outro, just going to cut to the chase. Give you an update on what is going on. I've been doing YouTube for over a decade now, and
wow. Why is the quality so shit?
all of my channels have been demonetized.
Hold on a second. I think I have an audio. I think I've got a soundboard for this.
That's right, terminated from the monetization program, and the reason they gave me was harassment. They gave no examples.
I think, I mean, if you open up the Nuxanor, YouTube channel, I believe there's a playlist of a bunch of videos, calling Hassan Piker, just as one example, calling Hassan Piker a terrorist, an animal abuser, a PDF, stuff like that. There's also him covering the TBYS video about Tectone's allegations, where he calls Pink a whore, like, 1 billion times.
Just said harassment. So just letting you know, this is a mistake. Obviously, I do not harass people on the channel. Yeah, I make fun of ideas a lot.
I mean, it really depends on, like, depends on what you count as harassment. But, I don't know, constantly making videos about somebody, slandering people. Yeah, that would be probably harassment.
But I do not tend to go after immutable characteristics and stuff.
Doesn't tend to go after immutable characteristics. I believe there was a video that he made some time ago about, like, the Trump's, like, thing about getting Greenland, or, like, trying to acquire Greenland by force. And he's constantly, like, slinging the F-slur in that video. He's also called the LGBT flag the pedophile flag in several videos. So, like, listen, I think that from a freedom of speech perspective, you should be allowed to do that. But, YouTube being what it is, like, that is gonna be considered, hate speech. I mean, that would be considered hate speech in a lot of European countries.
Stuff like that. But obviously, I'm a right-wing channel. I don't lie, and therefore I...
I'm a right-wing channel. I don't lie. Okay, buddy.
am subject to this stuff. It happens to a lot of people, actually. I'll be real. I wish I was surprised.
Do I even need to say anything?
Impressions on my channel have been going down for a while now, even though the views have basically been going up, because the average click-through rate of my videos keeps getting higher, meaning more people clicks on the videos if they actually see it and they're recommended. It just doesn't get recommended as much. Now, I know YouTube has been clamping down on this kind of thing. This is not surprising to me. In fact, the reason why I pivoted to this is because, honestly, it's important to talk about. Now,
I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about that. So if you guys go to, like, in the description of my, like, the newest Nuxtaku video, there is a drive folder where you can see, like, the timeline for when Nuxtaku begins to shift into talking more about politics and talking more about Asmongold and Hassan specifically. And, well, I'm not, like, he's begun that arc, like, since the beginning of, like, 2024. And, like, it's very obvious that it's, like, he shifted very heavily into it because, well, something happened to him, happened to his reputation within commentary in 2024.
Now, I am not saying this to stir up a public shitstorm or anything. Obviously, that's,
Yeah, so that's another lie.
the nuclear option, and we will discuss it probably, hopefully never. I'm going to try my best to be diplomatic about it and work on things behind the scenes if I can. I just wanted to give you a bit of an update. The truth is, though, while my content is perfectly fine according to the community guidelines of YouTube, and I do believe this is an error due to a mass flagging campaign where YouTube got bombarded with people being like, oh my god, this guy's harassing people, which I don't do. So hopefully the error will be rectified eventually. YouTube also...
I mean, again, just adding this, like, he's been demonetized before. He hasn't been demonetized like, memberships removed or memberships revoked. It hasn't been that bad previously, but it is very much possible that this will be reverted, so, wasn't he at 2 million subscribers at some point? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And his subs have been dropping on his main channel. So basically, in 2021, his subscriber growth on his YouTube, on his main channel, which is this channel, it basically totally fell off. So I have, like, I've got Oh, hello, Stephen Bobo. Thanks for the 5. So your latest video. What's your issue with the YouTuber Giguk? I actually don't have any issue with him. I was just saying that I'm gonna be talking about him in the next video briefly because of the aspect that I tease, which is that Nuxtaku at the time, when he started making the hentai content, he actually pioneered a genre of content. So like he is the he's the pioneer of the meta that they say that his defenders say he participated in. So yeah. So it's not gonna be a takedown of Giguk or the Anime Man. Did Nuxtaku win? This is Nuxtaku announcing that he's been demonetized.
Well, owes me about...
Is Nuxtaku the pioneer of the EPI meta? So to be very clear, Nuxtaku is not the first person to, show hentai on YouTube. Like Mama Max has made hentai reviews in 2018. But when Nuxtaku did it, he made several videos that made a ton of views. Got millions of views, tens of thousands of likes. And, he inspired other creators on, way bigger anime community creators, anime YouTube creators, to create similar content. And while nowadays he will say, oh, I never condoned the content, or, I'm so deeply ashamed of this. Back in the day, as I point out in some of the clips, and I'll be showing much more material in the video itself, back in the day, he was bragging, like, ooh, yeah. All these big creators that I adore and admire, that I now call, like, lolicons. Back in the day, he was saying, like, ooh, I inspired them, to create that kind of content. Only for now for him to be like, oh, back in the day, this was a big trend, and all these bigger creators were doing it. I was just following along. Don't pay attention to me.
$80,000, which they say they will not be able to pay back. At least not owes me about. So hopefully the error will be rectified eventually. YouTube.
Was this around 2020? 2019.
But also owes me about $80,000, which they say they will not be able to pay back. At
Oh dear, YouTube. Oh no, someone owes Nuxtaku money. That's too bad.
least not until I'm back in the monetization program, so retroactively I'm being punished for this too. So I wanted to take this moment to say, we're coming back to streaming, boys. That's
Uh-oh. Oh, Nuxtaku's gonna go back to Kick, guys. Okay, that's interesting. Because I'm curious, why did he leave in the first place? Because, a members only live stream. What the fuck? Sorry, I'm just messing around with the interface here.
right. Every single day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, probably not Friday and Saturday, I will be streaming on Kick at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be doing this today. I probably will not be doing it for the weekend, but I will hopefully be back on Monday or Sunday.
Yeah, so even Nuxtaku's announcing that he's going to start live streaming. But yeah, like, my understanding is that he kind of, he got pushed away from live streaming because of the negative attention from my video, and he was, like, fighting with his chat, apparently, about stuff. So, now he's, like, has to decide, like, do I, either, like, heavily moderate my stuff, or moderate his chat, and, like, try to work around that, or does he just like do nothing? Live streaming, what you use is when you want to get away from the heat without actually leaving the internet. I mean, going live when you're in the middle of a drama is a pretty bad idea. I mean, if you're just making content through it, that's one thing. But if you're engaging with the drama or with the people that want to talk about the drama, then that's going live is a really bad idea.
Monday even, and we'll do our best. Now, before getting into the details, the theory that I have as to what exactly triggered this, actually,
is it going to be Hassan Piker and the trans people working together? Tectone is going to have a new friend.
First thought was obviously, I get tons of death threats from like the Hassan Piker community.
Oh, Hassan Piker community. Okay. You can hear the seagulls in the background while you're talking. Yeah, that's from the. I actually live on a sailboat. I'm in the ocean. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Because that entire community loves terrorism, and I don't. So therefore, we don't get along very well. And that is still, it's still on the agenda. It's very possible. I know just recently, Tectone, if you're reacting to this.
Oh my God. Yeah. He's working it in. They're combining the victim narratives. Oh no, I did EPI content for 1 billion years. And now I'm like finally getting some level of actual consequences that, he should have felt these consequences like, 6 years ago. But I guess better late than never.
This Tectone. Love you, man. Nice shiny head you got there.
But it's interesting because Nuxstar, like, I think Tectone was like, wasn't like Tectone running into some drama with Asmongold recently? Because Asmongold was, I think Tectone's name was blocked in Asmongold's like comment section, and Tectone was also banned from Asmongold's like comment section, like shadow banned. So Nux is now combining, trying to unite with Tectone a bit more.
Keep telling the truth. When Hassan Piker slanders me or Tectone or Asmongold or anybody else that they can come, that's totally fine. That's acceptable. That's accepted by YouTube, bro.
What the fuck was that?
That they can come. That's totally fine. That's acceptable. That's accepted by YouTube, bro.
Okay, that's. How does that make any fucking sense, bro? I don't think that makes any. Like, wouldn't they be, against Hassan Piker if that was the case?
Jews got me, but apparently not.
I mean, obviously that's just a joke, but
being a huge fan of.
Just saying that joke doesn't make any fucking sense.
Did by YouTube, bro. The Jews got me, but apparently not being a huge fan of grooming gangs in England. That is a step too far. And the reality.
God, it's so cringe. This fucking like. Not only is this guy like doesn't know fucking anything about politics. He's also commenting on, like, the UK situation, which, like, yes, obviously there's problems, but, like, just shut the fuck up, dude.
That is my leading reasoning as to why this finally actually happened now. I've been talking about the grooming gang situation in England for a while, over the last week or two, ever since.
I mean, Nux, you know, when you're talking about the grooming gangs, you're not supposed to be like, oh, here's how they can, like, groom better, okay? I'm merely joking, all right.
It's the gigantic report that was dropped. 250,000 children that were molested. And I guess that insults the immutable characteristics of rapists, perhaps? I don't know exactly. But I wanted to let you know I will be continuing making content, telling the truth, and hopefully this will get fixed, because it's obviously a mistake. The major reason why I think it is the UK situation is because I've actually had a video taken down before. I got a strike on my channel a few months ago because I called Keir Starmer the F slur. So now.
Okay. So he has used language that is going to be like taken by YouTube as a immutable characteristic insult, and then he's wondering like, oh, why am I getting in trouble with this? Like the biggest problem I have with any of this is that he's not getting like banned for any of the like the NSFW content on his channel. Because if you go on his like channel, if you click open his let me just quickly here going to my pause screen. Can you? Okay, you can still hear me. If you go into his like Jesus Christ, I have not looked at the state of his channel in a while. Let me just see if anything. Just scanning the view with my eyes to make sure there's nothing doxy. Like if you go and sort by popular, like all the top content is shit from like back in the day when he was like popular, and it's all like, you know, pornographic material. You know, Ultimate Rule 34 tournament at the bottom right here. But yeah, like, you know, not getting anything from that's a bit weird.
Now, me getting my entire monetization suspended in the midst of covering this situation.
But like, I think Destiny has also been demonetized by YouTube. all of his VTuber friends have left him behind. Oh, that happened, like, a significant part of that happened after the V Shoujo drama stuff. At least the V Shoujo talents never collabed with him after that. But I think, like, Filion and some others, they were still, like, collabing with Nux quite recently, in fact, I believe. But yeah, like, Destiny was demonetized, and he hasn't been remonetized, you know, ever since. And in a similar way, his memberships were also revoked. So this could be a permanent thing. Anyone who watches this guy for news is cooked. I saw a message in, like, the Patreon Discord server where someone was talking about the fact that they, like, or talking about how they watch Nuxtaku with their mother, with their, like, with their parent. There's a lot of old people that watch this guy for news. It is actually crazy.
Situation at detail over the last week is not the most surprising thing in the world, even though obviously it is a mistake. They've been sent
With their mother? Yes, I'm not joking. I mean, I could go pull up the message, but maybe later. Do you plan to cover the V Shoujo stuff in part 2? No, that would have to be a video of its own.
censoring everyone for years trying to cover this situation up. Why would I be surprised that they...
God, I'm so irritated by this background, because not only is it, like, really pathetic and gay, like, virtue signaling, or, like, sort of like, oh, you know, United States are... Look, like... Just get a fucking, like, get a better, like, loop. Like, this flag, like, loops every, like, 2 seconds. It's so irritating.
They've been censoring everyone for years trying to cover this situation up. Why would I be surprised that they would try to censor me?
Very irritating.
So, content will continue. It will be done via live stream.
Isn't Nux Canadian-Israeli? He is US-Canada dual citizen. Some people have been claiming that he moved to Israel. I'm not sure if that's true. Haven't checked. He might have said, you know, in a video that, he went to he's moved to Israel, but I don't know.
We're going to be doing that every day, hopefully, at least 5 days a week if we can, unless something comes up. And your support is immensely appreciated.
Filion collabs with Nux. Like, Filion as in, like, Filian, I believe has made collabs with Nux, at least in 2025. So, yeah.
My entire income...
Someone claimed he had an Israeli bank account. Yeah, so the reason why Nux had, like, an issue with monetization early in his career with YouTube monetization is that he, like, what is it called again? Like, when he made his AdSense account for YouTube, he was on vacation in Israel, so he had to get a Israeli bank account and, like, do a lot of, you know, bunch of messing around to, like, fix the issue. And to finally actually make money, or, like, to receive money from YouTube. So, you know, in theme with, in tune with Nuxtaku's, you know, technical incompetence, he failed to take money from YouTube. And, you know, failed to do so for 4 years.
Basically just dried up. And yeah, I am going to be breaking Jew stereotypes, you know, by uploading videos for free. But, you know, honestly, I think, saying the things that need to be said is honestly more important. That is why I greatly appreciate any of your support. It is not necessary. I don't want to obligate anybody here or anything, but it is very appreciated. I have a Patreon linked in the description. Anything you could donate there helps immensely. I am...
Is Nuxtaku going to be opening up the Patreon Discord server now? Does the Patreon still say that there is a Discord benefit? Because, you know, that's... I
am considering bringing back a lot of fan-requested stuff.
Can't you just provide a passport to show you were on vacation, lol? I don't know what the situation with that thing is. Like, I think he made his Google AdSense account when he was in Israel, so it became like an Israeli AdSense account. And he could only receive money from it if it was to an Israeli bank account, which he didn't have. And I think part of the process of like fixing that issue, which I believe Moist Critical helped him with, involved him making an Israeli bank account or something.
For Patreon exclusive, like
He talks about it in like a video in 2021 and also in the interview with Anthony Padilla.
maybe Adventure Time or other things that people have been wanting me to look into. I will probably start doing more debate situations.
Nuxtaki doing debates would be fucking awful.
And for people that support me on Patreon and on Kick, I will do my best to incorporate their ideas somehow into the content. Another thing that you could do that would help immensely, and this is literally for free, if I get like a sponsor or something, if you could click the link in the description just to like look at it a little bit.
God, dude. Literally begging people to like, oh, please use my sponsorships, guys.
Deeper, all right.
Will you debate him? Nuxtaki has not accepted to do any kind of debate with me.
It's literally free and it helps me a lot. Just click the link.
Listen, like, as I teased, he was willing to give up collaborating with Mutaha in order to get away from debating harmful opinions on myself. I don't think he's going to be debating me anytime soon.
Once in a while. That would be huge. I'm trying to come up with ways that I'm not financially devastated, where I am also not an imposition on any of you, and where I could still make the content that I very much enjoy making and very much feel like needs to be made. I appreciate all of your support, Patriots. I do not want to waste too much of your time. I will be taking this...
Patriots. Aren't him and Mutaha still friends? I don't know what the situation is between them behind the scenes, but there's a reason why they haven't publicly collabed in a long, long while. If you look back to in 2024, when there was when Nux made like a response to the Shadman drama, and there was a clip from Mutaha in his video announcing that, hey, in 2 months we'll continue the Some Ordinary podcast. It's just this is merely a temporary pause. You know, it's been a bit more than 2 months since July 30th of 2024. I don't think that podcast is coming back.
This unpaid opportunity
And the reason why is one of the things I'll be covering in my
as an
series
opportunity,
videos.
honestly, to make my content better. I have a few big ideas, and I'm going to actually try them. And last but not least, I wanted to thank God. Thank you, God, for giving me the ability to do what I do.
Yeah, you don't want to say that given your history.
To quote Isaiah,
Okay, that...
thank God. A few big ideas,
Hold on
and
a
I'm
second.
going to actually try them. And last but not least, I wanted to thank God. Thank you, God, for giving me the ability to do what I do. To
That is a horrible soundbite. That is an absolutely horrible soundbite.
quote Isaiah, God, use me. I hope I can continue to be somewhat of a good messenger. I'm going to try my best. I'm grateful for all the blessings that I've received, and honestly, I am grateful for the trials and hardships that are put before me so that when I overcome them, I'll be better on the other side. I have faith that this is for the best, and I also know that we are winning. The toothpaste isn't going back in the tube. I appreciate your support. We're going to make the absolute most of this. I'll see you live on kick.com/Nuxanor. Deus Vult.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, let me go over here into the past screen and return back to the Dark Souls. Yeah, so Nuxtaku going back to streaming. There's potentially a lot of interesting hijinks that can happen as a consequence of that. That will be very interesting to see. But yes, yeah, so like I said in another stream, in part 2 you should play clips of Mutaha virtue signaling over the Epstein files while he played dumb over Nux's content or ignored the grooming scandal. Yeah, that is something that I intend at some point of the series to incorporate. Incorporate in. Remnant, we do not claim him. Don't worry, Remnant. I don't view any of these soy righties as a representative of actual right-wing people. If that's what you're worried about. Mutahar is also quite a snake, just a dumb one. He's a very fence city, very spineless. Always has to go with the public narrative or public sentiment. Very scared to take any original stance. I can't believe that he ended that video with fucking saying Deus Vult. Dude, I don't think there's anything this guy's done in his fucking career that God has ever, any saint God has ever willed. He doesn't know what the Crusaders did to people with his religious beliefs. Well, listen, it doesn't matter. It's the grave that counts. Mutahar is extremely skilled at reading tech articles and letting the viewer assume that he's talking from personal experience. Well, I mean, tech articles is that's assuming a lot, and typically it's actually Reddit comments. Leaflet thinks you shouldn't go to college because you're gonna learn communism. Yeah, I mean, I would personally outsource my education to the Leaflet Discord server. I think it would be definitely more superior at turning my child into a based, red-pilled trad cath. Relative to the communist colleges, alright? Yeah, you can also see with the Noah Samson lawsuit, like Mutahar was on board with that initially, but now that the opinion has shifted, he's like, no, he knows to keep his nose out of it. But, to continue my bit about Leaflet, I'd rather have my child get their education from the Leaflet Discord server, so they can admire femboys, they can be sent. Some adult cross-dresser can send them thigh pictures out of sympathy for my child. All of that is, very, very lovely. Can you guys believe that can you guys believe that Remnant is actually a Leaflet fan? He's not biting. Slander. Remnant was watching a Leaflet video being like, oh, Connie's awesome. And he's like, oh, what is that? Is that like a communion wafer? Is that some new Christian slang for a communion wafer? Well then yes, Connie is awesome, yes. Bruh. The slander is so horrible here. I do have to watch my mouth because Remnant has the ability to pay back a lot harder. But yeah. So Nuxtaku's been from the looks of it, much more permanently demonetized than he was a month ago when his memberships did not disappear, but now they have disappeared, so that is exciting to see, interesting to see. I will say that it should have happened earlier, and for very different reasons. But you know, better late than never. Did he also not save money like Cher from the quartering? I mean, I can't believe... I cannot believe... Yeah, he could be withholding some information we don't know. But, I could not believe the idea that Nux did not save any of the money that he's made from this stuff. Because, like, if you make, like, if you build a nest egg of, like, 3 million or something, 2 million, that's already enough to live from, like, the proceeds. If you invest that into like, an index fund. So the idea of like Nux being left completely financially destitute by this stuff is ridiculous to me. But what other job could he have after doing YouTube stuff for like 10 years? I guess he'll become like I mean, if he starts doing like a crashing out arc, where he's like streaming on Rumble and flailing and faltering, it'll be content, but it'll be very sad. I don't want to see someone like become destitute, but where is Harmful Opinions from? He's a US citizen, but he lives in the UK. Has lived in the UK since he was 6 years old. I will not be posting his address. Or more specific information. I mean, given like if Nux is like becoming desperate for money, he might wait, is Nux bankrupt? No, we have no idea, but he just announced that all of his YouTube channels have been demonetized. Unfortunately, not for like nudity or sexual content, or anything related to the long history of very nasty things he's done on his channel. It's about him using slurs and politically incorrect language in his political coverage. But you know, it was bound to happen eventually. For one reason or another. My suspicion is that Nux is trying to do LOL suits / prepare for LOL suits and do it like Chibi did. Well, if he's gonna do it like Chibi did, then there's not gonna be any LOL suits, because he's never gonna file anything. He might crowdfund, you know, something, but... you know, you can't actually do anything. And who is he gonna sue? Like, is he gonna sue me for like what? Saying the truth? I mean, it will be very interesting, would be very interesting to litigate, litigate the things about his Discord servers and his past thumbnails and all his other behavior. He has threatened to sue Hassan Piker, but I made a video of you and sent it to you in DMs while you slandered me. Oh dear, is that true? Oh, you were actually doing some... I can't pull it up on my PC, so... At the moment, due to my grand... rather grand... amateurishness when it comes to my streaming setup, but I will be checking it out later. He doesn't want to put his PII out there to have a case to file. I mean, that's also one side of it. for certain. What was I thinking about? It would be very funny to find out that the reason for Nux's demonetization had to do with the actual, like, because I believe when what's his name? The OTK guy, the fella from OTK, went to Japan and hung from a cherry tree, not with a rope. What's his name? Mizkiv, yes, Mizkiv. Mizkiv, when he saw my video, he like vowed that he's gonna contact his like people at YouTube to get Nuxtaku like struck off the platform. Don't know if that's a thing that's gonna happen, if that's a thing that has happened. But I think Nux mentioned, he mentioned at some point that his YouTube rep asked him about like, hey, who's this Mizkiv guy? Like, what is he doing? He said something like that. I don't know, like what exactly. So it's possible that that kind of pressure has resulted in him being looked at more closely, and as a consequence, the kind of like he does, like Nuxtaku does use slurs in his like political coverage videos, calling people the F slur, saying that the LGBT flag is a PDF flag, things of that nature. So, getting demonetized for immutable characteristics comments, yeah, you kind of had it coming. Like, he literally was saying, he was dropping words like, what you gonna do about it? F-slur. In different videos. And like, if you're saying that, like, I'm sorry, but the F-slur, it is kind of tied to homophobia. At least when you ask advertisers, that is the case. Hello, this guy 995. Welcome to the stream. What was I talking about? I'm doing well. How are you doing? I've just received news that one of my ops has taken a knee. Oh yes, yes, homophobia and advertising. Yeah, like, you know, you can't, if you're saying the F-slur in your videos, you can't be expected not to get dinged by YouTube. That's really all I have to say. The F-slur doesn't mean you fear the Fs. Yeah, you can say whatever you want about what you can, you know, play semantic games about what the word homophobia is, but thing is that if you don't want to be demonetized, you can't be saying that stuff, alright? Mizkiv is a horrible person, but I have to admit his pettiness is admirable. I mean, his reaction to my Nux video was like very, he was very like shocked and very devastated by a lot of the stuff that I was showing. I loved how like every 5 seconds he's like reminding his audience, by the way, friend of Tectone, by the way, friend of Tectone. That was so good. And oh my god, the way how his reaction to the video began is just perfect. he starts like because he's shitting on Tectone because he's got a big fucking beef with Tectone, or had. I don't know if that's continuing still. And then my video starts up, and like I introduce, hello, this is Tectone, and Miskiff just fucking loses his shit, and every moment, it's just like he's having the time of his life with that intro segment. That was great. That's great. Weird how everyone outside of the Asmongold orbit was disgusted at what you showed about Nux. Yeah, it is kind of strange, isn't it? Now, what's actually very interesting is that Kershaw was actually kicked out of Mythic for some reason. So this was like, you know, after she made the comments defending Nux. Da-da-da-da-da. God, I constantly feel like I'm being like distracted. There's like some topic that I kind of drifted away from. I don't realize it. Asmongold orbiters be like, whoa, this is the crazy shit our buddies did? Nah, it's not true, and even if it was, it would be hacking based, you know? Well, that's pretty much how they are. Nick, have you played Kingdom Come Deliverance yet? No, I have not. We've been on the Nux tangent for 5 hours, bro. I mean, some pretty major news has been dropped. We'll be talking about Nux here a little bit. Wasn't Tectone demonetized on YouTube for slurs? Yeah, I think so. He said some weird, highly sexual comment about a son, and unsurprisingly got demonetized. Nux drama? What did I miss? Nuxtaku just announced on his main channel that all of his channels have been demonetized. If you look at his channel descriptions, you can notice that there is no join button for his memberships. So, all of his memberships have been wiped out. And apparently, YouTube is not paying him $80,000. So there's 80 grand that he's missing out on, because he's been using slurs and other language about immutable characteristics on his videos, and he finally got dinged for that. I think it says a lot about YouTube's priorities that the thing that finally does Nuxtaku in is not his anything to do with the EPI shit, but it's just it's all the, it's just him being, like, politically incorrect. That's a little bit cringe. Just a little cringe, you know? I mean, there was that video that I put on, like, my Twitter a while back, where it's just like a compilation of Nux saying the F-slur in the video about acquiring Greenland by force. So, you know, if you're looking for a clip, you can go on Twitter or on Filmot and look for like the F-slur being dropped in different Nux videos. Turn that into a compilation and then contrast that with Nux's statement that, I thought you were a leftist who wouldn't mind that? Who wouldn't mind what? Sorry. Not really a leftist either. But yeah, you can contrast those clips with Nux saying that he doesn't make comments about immutable characteristics. You're a leftist who hates people being politically incorrect for real? Nah, I don't. I think you know, Remnant, that I don't give a fuck about political correctness. Listen, like, the failure of Woke 1.0 is the extreme radicalism. Like, virtue signaling is very gay. And very, like, damaging. If your measure of how you, like, came across in a certain situation is entirely based on, like, oh, did I live by my, like, extreme principles? Then you are doomed to fail. Or, like, you know, did I live by my extreme principles, or did I pay lip service? Did I do the thing that my ideology says, you know, is, like, good? Like, for example, if you change a popular character, you do like a race swap because that's good for diversity or something. But in practice, it means everyone's mad, everyone's upset, and everyone's turned away from everybody's turned away from like sort of like progressive movements because they perceive that it's like having this kind of very annoying impact on their like entertainment, where it becomes really preachy and gay for no legitimate reason. Then, you know, that's the practical reality of what that outcome. If those outcomes don't interest you because you follow your principles, then you're like a out of touch radical, and you're just doing virtue signaling instead of actually making decisions that are like benefiting your movement. And if you want to actually have, if you want to make like progress, then you need to actually, you need to do things that have an actual like you need to do shit that actually has real results, instead of saying like, oh, this is according to my ideology, this is like a good thing. I did a good thing, therefore I must have done a good thing. That kind of thinking needs to like end. And that kind of thinking is the reason why Woke 1.0 failed so hard. You know, like, the outcome is like this infinite purity spiral, which resulted in like all the fucking insane shit that you started seeing about like especially anything like gender related. Birthing person. The fuck are you doing, dude? Shut the fuck up. Gotta invest your political capital on things that actually matter instead of virtue signaling. Oh man. Oh. I don't really know why a gaming crash would be of any benefit. Like I just don't see what the point would be. Like the benefits you perceive it having are not really what would happen as an outcome. It would wipe the slate clean. Yeah, so what that means in practice is that you're not gonna get AAA video games for like 5 years. Good to see you play Dark Souls, and I can't wait to see that first presentation. I hope it goes over well. It's not finished yet. The slides are not done yet, but I hope it goes well. Kind of already in a game crash with Xbox closing multiple studios. There's a lot of stuff happening with So I got nothing. I haven't been paying enough attention. Oh, by the way, Calnomix, you're the guy who sent me the email about the Mamaoko stuff. I just want to say that you sent me a really very nice email with lots of timestamps, lots of breakdowns, very good stuff, very good stuff. Big shout out to you. I don't know what I'm even doing here. Oh. Thanks, man. You're welcome. Finally finishing all your achievements in From Software titles. Good luck with that. Grinding the weapon upgrade achievements for Dark Souls 1. It's quite an adventure, I have to say. Void Slop. Still on the fence about replaying Dark Souls 1? What are you on the fence about? Oh my god. Let me get some water. Alright. I think that the word void is really funny. Which is why I use it ironically. I think it's rare to use it 100% unironically. Yeah. I mean, it's so funny to see how like a lot of the black pill stuff has been presented in like traditional media. Like nobody fucking says black pill in real life. That is shit that people say on the internet. Mitä tarkoittaa Void? M. Simple as that. Has Mama Max given you info on Mutaha? He's offered. I haven't taken. Speaking Florida again, I see. You guys might want to refresh your streams, because you might be a bit delayed. Against your knowledge, that's probably a consequence of me having not having chat on screen. You guys get you drift away from the live stream, like live point without realizing. I don't know why everyone keeps saying Void in the live chat. I don't know either. I have a feeling Max's info would be petty grudges. I mean, it's we're yet to see like how Max will overcome the how should I say, the baggage of his previous run on YouTube. But so far, things have been going pretty alright. If he keeps putting out videos that are similar to the one that he already put out, he should be pretty fine. It's still live for me, but it's maybe because Nicandros pays me to live in his house. I don't think I do that. You can only watch the stream up to 480p. That's very unfortunate. I wish everybody had a really fast internet connection. That would be really cool. I don't know why I stream at 1440p. I guess it's good to have the gameplay at the native resolution. No, please don't give Indians more internet connection. You know what? That's a good idea. You get better encoding if you're 1440p. Sure, but I don't get ultra low latency. That's a feature on YouTube that I don't get, unfortunately. Oh, you're on a crappy Samsung tablet. Some people still use DSL internet. I'm not exactly sure how fast that is. Is that 2 megabits a second? Ainakin suomalaiset tulee 0 pingillä striimi. Se on hyvä kuulla. Whoa. Wait, I've never seen the Gaping Dragon cancel out from the crawl. Never seen that happen. A 7-year-old tablet. I gotta say, I've never understood the appeal of buying a tablet device, a tablet computer. Like, what do you even do with a tablet computer? You look at your emails on a larger screen that is not a PC, a desktop screen. Like, what? I guess you can watch movies on a tablet. I guess that's cool. I guess that's pretty neat. Tablet's just a bigger smartphone, basically. Huh. Imagine YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels, but on a tablet instead of a. I'm guessing that a Tectone would get a lot of mileage out of a tablet. He's talked a lot about hot gluing figurines. He might be making tributes using putting some cellophane on top of them. Okay, never mind anything that I said. Very foul nonsense. Yeah, so I've seen people like use iPads for like art and stuff. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. I guess you could emulate and play like old games on tablets. That is something. But otherwise, I just don't really get him. Which is why I never got one. You're emulating and playing old games on your smartphone already? I mean, you know, on a bigger screen that's also portable. That would be nice. Imagine if you could play GTA San Andreas at 240 FPS without there being like physics bugs and shit like that. Is this guy gonna make a move? What was Red's reaction to your Nuxtaku videos? Their reaction to my the part 1 video, they described it being like unreal that so many people would care about stuff like that. Because like it's really funny because I was like saying, I was talking to him like talking to them when the when like people were paying attention to the video, like people were reacting to it. So I was saying these things to Red, which seemed like total bullshit. Like, hey, Hassan's gonna be reacting to it live later. Miskiv is live right now reacting to the video. That's very amusing. The mobile port of San Andreas is really terrible. I would not recommend it. I remember my one of my friends in middle school had the Sony Xperia Play, and they had some emulator on it, and the input lag was like immense. It was utterly worthless. Just curious, hope Red's doing better these days. I haven't talked to Red in many months. I see that, like, they are on my Discord friends list, and I see them, like, you know, I see, like, the Discord activity show up, that they are, like, playing games and stuff, so it is, like, it's not an alt account that someone set up to troll me. It's very much a real person. It's very much a real person behind it. Well, from what I've heard of how they're doing right now, which is what they told me at the time. Oh shit, I'm gonna die. Jesus Christ, look at my health. That was close. What was I saying? Yeah, like, they were working on university. As I've said, they were working on the university stuff, and they got into a dropout rehabilitation program before that. So, you know, they should be doing fine. But yeah, there's like a text in my response to Nux video where I mentioned this briefly, but I haven't talked to Red since February 21st. So, based on their request of not wanting to be reminded about the all that stuff, so that's what I have done. It's kind of unfortunate because the passport picture they sent me seems to be it doesn't seem to be a full resolution image. So I was a bit worried that people would be like, oh, this is like, it seems like they took a screenshot of the image when it's like not in full scale in an image editor instead of like saving it and exporting it as the full resolution image. So I was concerned about if people were gonna be like, oh, why is this so low resolution? But it's like, I can't really do anything about it, because I can't ask the guy for another one. I don't want to bother him. I think that shit. I think there was some theories about GTA 6 being $100, or the first game to cost $100, which you know, depending on how big it is, I guess that could be reasonable. Like, maybe it might be a tough pill to swallow, but if you got, you know, if you got an amount of content from the game which was the equal to a $60 game plus a $40 game, is there like a, would that be too bad? Would that be like too much? I don't really see the issue. The reason why games cost $100 is good because companies burn hundreds of millions on Concords. I don't believe that's how the price is decided. It's entirely based on what people are willing to pay. And they can certainly use things like, oh, we've been losing money to bad projects as an excuse or as a way to persuade the consumer base to pay higher prices. But prices are never decided based on like, oh, we raised the price of our game, so now we can pay our developers more. That's never going to happen. That is simply not how pricing works. There's a new Nier game. I haven't played the, I've played Nier Automata, but I haven't played like the one that came after that. I just really never cared for it. I might be ending streams soon since it's been like, I could go for like, complete the 4 hours, how about that? But it's been very fascinating seeing what's going on. I guess time will tell, but we'll see how the Nuxtaku demonetization situation will go. Will he get back his, will he be remonetized, or will he not be? Whatever the case may be, he's lost a lot of money. That'd be well. It's been a very cozy stream. Thank you for showing up as you do. It's been a really cozy soul stream with some nice banter. Thank you. I'm glad that you've enjoyed it. I would like to remind y'all to like the stream if you like to support these streams in the future. Remember to subscribe, put in some super chats, that would be cool. Oh no, it's EPI. I don't know if I'm hallucinating something, but I feel like I'm getting motion sickness from this gameplay. Oh, I did not remember that that section of anatomy being so visible in the screenshot. I'm looking at my OBS preview and there's nothing, weird about it. Or at least doesn't seem to be. Oh no, I kicked Quelaag. Ow! Shit. I died. What a damn shame. Alright, I guess I could, listen, I'll kill Quelaag and then, I'll go ring the bell. And then we can end it. I think that seems a lot more reasonable. Unless, of course, something horrible happens, and, I end up with a, I end up having to fight her a billion times, then, But yeah, like, Dark Souls 1 streams are gonna be over with this one. Already beat the game, like, many hours ago. So... if I do any kind of gaming stuff in the future, it's gonna be something else. What's the next stream gonna be about then? I'm hoping to finish like a slide presentation for tomorrow's stream, which will be about some stuff from the Nux Patreon Discord, which does not justify a video of its own, but it's still very interesting and very fascinating stuff. Nah, it's not Dark Souls 2. Maybe, you know, it's possible that, if that stream goes well, then, or like the presentation goes very well, maybe there'll be some gameplay, I don't know. I doubt it. Why does Nux have an American flag background when he's a Canadian that lives in Israel? I'm not sure if he lives in Israel, but he is US-Canadian dual citizenship. Automata wouldn't be bad content, soundtrack is nice too. Well, Automata is a bit... I'm not sure if that would be a good stream game. Well, there we go, there's the second bell of awakening being rung. And it's also the sound of us concluding our stream for today. I'll let the cutscene play, but of course, but I do want to thank everyone who showed up. Thanks to everyone who chatted, everyone who subscribed, everyone who left a like on the stream, and also, of course, the super chatters. Also greatly appreciated. Is there anything else I need to say? This is for now. This is all. But tomorrow we'll be doing doing a stream again as well. Hopefully, I get the presentation finished. If not, then there might be a backup. You know, maybe play some other game. But yeah, yeah, so thank you all for showing up, of course, already said that. But this is the stream for now, so yeah, thanks for coming. I already said, oh. Thank you, Jakey, for the 5. Insert your favorite slur here. Bye, man. Well, that's a nice way to end it. Thank you. See you tomorrow, same time. See ya.